Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Thelma. I'm a life insurance agent currently living and practicing in Nigeria. How are you doing? How you doing? Anyway, looking for a fantastic posture to do the videos for today. So much has been going on, but today we're going to be talking about the trending family matter in Nigeria, Africa, keeping up with the Edochies. So some months ago, Edochie, a popular Nigerian actor, woke up and decided to take a second wife. The story, the catch isn't even about the fact that he took a second wife. He abandoned his wife of over 17 years, over 16 years, to move on to this particular lady he had been shooting videos or movies with. She's in the same industry, Judy. So I decided that I wasn't going to react on this particular issue because this concerns family, and at the end of the day, the the wife, May Edochie, who is now first wife, may decide to forgive her husband and get back together. So I was just minding my business, but I think the family is I think Edochie is doing a little bit of too much, and Judy has been unreasonable. So first of all, this couple announced their 6 years of committing adultery with a bank, a loud bank, and they they claimed there was a son involved. So we were careful to talk because there's a child involved in this. Two of them had a baby together. The baby had turned a year. Or no, the baby had turned a few months and was due for dedication and all that. Perhaps you wanted to be a man, according to him, and do the needful, and that's by marrying her. To, of course, give his son a legitimate name. That's also fine. But in our African context, where polygamy is tolerated, we expect that if I'm in a married relationship with you, and for any reason it has to get to the point where polygamy is brought in, I should be involved, I should be informed, and of course given the opportunity to decide if I want to stay in that relationship or not. Now, to the best of our knowledge and from stories so far, Edochie did not make any mention about his intentions to his wife. Moved on, moved on to this other lady and married her. In fact, it is alleged that he woke up from the same house that morning, spoke to his wife, and talked in a tune that looked like something was up, and trying to ask her that whatever happens she should stay with him, stand by him, understand he loves her, blah blah blah, allegedly. And they didn't have any issues. This was a sweet marriage. In fact, they were a model marriage for most people in the Nollywood industry in Nigeria. Okay, fast forward to when the news was announced by Edochie on his Instagram page and his social media page. His wife leaves a comment because she knows this Judy lady. They've been like she's been in their space for years, and she posted a comment, may God judge you both, and unfollowed both of them, being Judy and her husband, and on Instagram. And the story kept unfolding. The reason I'm doing this video is because it's getting worse by the day. So recently she had her birthday and Judy was shouting out to her. She had an endorsement and Judy was shouting out to her, leaving a goodwill message. You just messed up. You just messed up her world. Remember, May Edochie has kids for her husband, 3 kids, 3 are before, boys and 1 girl. And first of all, I don't know who is advising you, Edochie, but what has been going on with the drama? Like, if you guys want to have a catch up, you can go to my friend's page, Assi Darling, and look through. She has tons of videos with keeping up with the Edochies, Edochie and his family, and so much stories. A lot of people expected May Edochie to move out of the mansion that the couple occupy in Lekki, Lagos, and she was having none of it. And there were various opinions. Online in-laws were trolling her, saying she was doing all this for clout. Some people said polygamy was supposed to, it's an African thing, so she should accept it. And there are various opinions. But the reason I'm doing this reaction is because, well, May has spoken. It was just all over the internet. She wrote, and I'm not about to begin to read, but I'm just going to summarize that she wouldn't be cajoled to accept practice that is not supported by her belief system, and which she was not, duly prepared for, and soliciting for her mental space to be respected, and of course her decisions to be respected. And I know she's in an influential family. The Edochies are very elite, and we can only imagine all that she's going through right now. So guys, this is my response. Not that it may matter to so many of you, but I'm responding to Nigerians who are trolling May Edochie and forcing her and cajoling her, whether it is the family, the Edochie family, or friends, or people who think they know better. That the decision to stay in any relationship, first of all, is up to the persons involved in that relationship. So first of all, you guys leave May Edochie alone. She can decide to stay with him, she can decide to leave him. It should be her choice. I don't feel people should be influencing her, pushing to influence her at this point in terms of the decisions that she will end up with. Because first of all, for someone who was that hot, she has carried herself with a lot of charisma and class, because some women will just go all out and put all their deaths out in the public. She has only responded when it is absolutely necessary, and the reason she probably made this posted this response, that you guys can go and read it on Nancy's page. I'm not about to read it now. Acid darling. It's because she's she had her birthday, so there was this foundation that was set up by a group of well-meaning people to enable her, encourage people who are going through similar circumstances, whether they are abusive relationships or relationships that had ended abruptly and you can't actually pinpoint. Like people who are heartbroken in relationships, this was supposed to be the motive for this foundation, for her to be a strength and succor to such women or men. And so her husband crashes his way into this party allegedly and wanted to make a scene. She was uncomfortable, like the videos could show. I don't know if I should insert the clip. She was uncomfortable, but he didn't care. He was trying to assert himself or probably chase clout. Whatever his reasons were, that was shallow. That was shallow. You, Edochie, nobody is advising you. This is advice to you too. That was shallow. You do not make a bad case worse. Don't do that. Don't do that. That should have been the day you would have gone out of your way to show how apologetic you are. Another problem I have with this guy is he's unapologetic. So he has done what he feels he's entitled to, and he has no remorse for his actions. You embarrassed your wife publicly, so don't come telling us it's a private family matter by putting out that post announcing the birth of your son and announcing him to the world or acknowledging him without duly informing her first. You have embarrassed her by insulting your relationship of years without informing her about your marriage before it happened. I mean, she deserved at least that. For all the years she stood by you, as you have posted in times past, you should have been able to advise her appropriately. Okay, come.
It is possible.
Don't worry, I'll edit it out. So basically, so much disrespect on your part. She's a human being. I mean, get down from your male chauvinism and treat your wife right. Okay, she's not happy that she was replaced in this manner. I mean, you are not Muslim. Okay, besides, you were not actively practicing a pagan system in your home that allows that I can pop up on you, I can wake up and decide I want to marry another woman. So not informing her, that's disrespectful. And that's not easy to forgive. So I think you should give your wife space, and Nigerian people should give her space. Allow her to decide. If at the end of the day she finds it in her heart to forgive him and move on with him, who are we to judge her? I mean, she's the one who's wearing the shoes and knows where it pinches, because children are involved, her kids are involved. I mean, talking about children, I find his responses on social media very embarrassing, because remember, the internet never forgets, and your children will grow up to see the embarrassment you threw on their mom, and them, having no regard for the nuclear system you were running before you brought polygamy in. I mean, how do you expect your wife, your daughter, your only daughter, currently, to trust men, with this? Because you're her first love, you're the first male model that she sees. So it's embarrassing. There have been a few posts on reactions from the teenage daughter, and well, whatever her reactions are, I feel she doesn't even know the extent of damage that has been caused in this whole thing, coming from a broken home, and a home that practices a pattern of polygamy. I can tell you that polygamy is not easy. It's not easy, and not considering your children in this decision process is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It's selfish. It was selfish on you, the Edochie's part. In fact, then we come to the subject of you brought another family in. There will be crisis. There will be crisis. I mean, when he gets old, when he passes on, and all that, you just brought in strife. You just brought in strife. However you want to say it, there are families that live together. That's your cup of tea. I'm talking from experience, and anyways, moving on to those who say May Edochie should move out of the mansion that she occupies with her husband. What's in the warrior? Like, you would abandon years of commitments. Say it na me. Go do. I will bring tractor, divide the house into two. I will sell my own parts. You live with. Just an aside, but like I feel like that guy should come out. Let's fight. Yeah, you Edochie, come out. Let's fight. Cause the way people praise you and all that, nobody is doubting your acting skills or your talent as a human being, but this embarrassment you brought on yourself that is now making all of us talk and having subscribers because of you, man, it's not acceptable now. It's not acceptable. So I feel he should shut down on social media, himself and Judy. I don't even know what that lady, shut down on social media, and like, get your house together. And this was a guy that was rooting for presidency a while ago, so it's disappointing to see that he has this overview of life. But that being said, the Edochies, whatever May decides to do, whatever choice she picks, we stand with you, May. We respect you. I mean, you have carried yourself so well, so gracefully. There's nothing your husband can say and put his hands to that you did to him. And family is a very dicey subject. So most when they try to give advice, don't try to advise somebody and disrespect them in the process. Okay, having pointed out these facts, for people who are saying that May is chasing fame, and the reason she's living with him is because he's paying her, I just pray you never go through this process. I mean, you know how difficult it is for you to leave a relationship that is just boyfriend and girlfriend. Talk more of when marriage is involved, love is involved, years are involved. She gave him the best part of her life. And while we say the best years are still ahead, it cannot be denied that her youth has been spent with him. And the wife of your youth is important for those of us who are Christians. And this is a treatment that nobody would wish for on their siblings or on their sisters or on this. I wonder if Yul has ever, sat back to think how he would react if the situation was different and it was his sister that someone had done this to. Like, what his reaction would be. Would he be cool with it? Would he be happy with it? And those of you who are judging, okay, remember that if the reverse was the case and tables were turned and you were the one involved, I mean, you wouldn't be as cool-headed as May's taking this whole process. So I feel we should give her time. Give her time. And whatever she decides is okay. Because she's the one directly involved. We're not the ones involved. We don't know the pain she goes through, the nights of tears, her pillows that are drenched, the wailing in her room. And of course, they have been advised that this is the time to pray. For those of us who are very religious and Christians, we believe in, that in praying we're able to solve all things. So yes, be prayerful. Living in polygamy is not easy. There are times when voodoo comes in, manipulation comes in. Because when I look at this Judy lady, I don't want to dwell on her today. I see manipulation, because it picked me. I was upset when I heard that she had dated Edochie for 6 years, and I'm disappointed with people who were around them that kept quiet, because someone who can be dating your husband and showing up at your house and at your events is capable of murder. That's how I see it, because you're smiling with her, seeing her as someone who has the good of your family at heart, as a director or a colleague or whatever. But this person goes behind and sleeps with your spouse, having an illicit relationship with him. I mean, I don't know what people think witchcraft is. And manipulation is. This is a lot of a high level of manipulation. She knew what she wanted. Remember, this lady is not some virgin or beauty that came out of nowhere. She's a lady who had been married and had kids. And when you begin to compare, I watched a live stream on Acid Darling's channel where Darlings were breaking down the time frame of this relationship, and what was going down in the years past that we were unaware of. And it turns out that these people were dating when May had her last child. I mean, so this lady was strategic in pinning Edochie down, because I hear he's not a saint. He's been a bit of allegedly Casanova. So guys, this is my take on this whole story about the Edochies. I think you should get off the social media, put his house together, and you guys should give me some space to arrive at a decision. So for those of you who took your time to watch till now, thank you for watching. I love you. Please remember to like, subscribe, share your thoughts. Like, what are your comments? Have you been in polygamy? Do you think that polygamy should accept polygamy? Do you believe that we should let her choose, or do you agree with you the Edochie's almost narcissistic and male chauvinist point of view in terms of forcing polygamy on his wife and telling her if he loves him, if she loves him enough, she should be able to do anything for him? Do you think this sacrifice is worth making? What do you think about the mental state of the kids? What do you think the impact would be on them? I want to hear your comments. Please don't just look. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, my name is Thelma. I'm a life insurance agent currently living and practicing in Nigeria. Remember to be kind to someone, stay safe, be nice, have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye.